said there, is this the toughest kind of period for you as a
No.
manager here at Liverpool? Like, in the challenges that you are facing now with the injuries, positions?
No, we had 2 years ago the similar situation. I'm sorry. And a year after we had with the same players a completely different situation. So we could use them all. And sometimes it happens. Could anybody know how the last season with 64 games influenced really this season? I don't think anybody could know. But we had holiday, not too much, but we had holiday, there were games, yeah, it's normal, the boys are used to all these kind of things, but they all looked fine. And then it started with Diogo coming back from international, getting into international duty, and so bam, bam, bam. So that's how it starts. And yeah, it's just that Louis twice, and now Darwin suspension, and now so these kind of things offensively. I'm not sure when was it. Yeah, early in the season we had all of a sudden midfielders were not available, so that's why we brought in Arthur, who got then injured. So that's the situation. So it's a lot of bad luck. I know, bad luck is only a reasonable point when you have it yourself. For everybody else is bad luck. You're guilty. Maybe we are, but would I do anything different? I wouldn't go in the first week to Asia. Not because Asia is not great, but we'll go in the third week to Asia. Let me say it like this or something like that. But it was not really in our hands. So things get decided and we deal with it. But it's not, is that the reason? No, I don't think so. But would it have been better to do it differently? Yes. So these kind of things, we learn from these kind of things. But in the end, we have to deal with it. And we played until the last match day. So it's now not, yes, we planned the preseason long before that, but we were in a super positive mood. We could have won everything, and then all of a sudden we don't win everything. That's how it is, and what can happen. And that's the situation now. So, and just because it's not just because we are Liverpool, we are not allowed to have problems. No, we have to deal with it. That's how it is. And other teams have problems as well. And in some situations, some things are really to explain with that. And other things not really, but they're still influenced by it. So that's how it is. And that's why we are where we are. And discuss it like we are bottom of the table, what we are not. But when you're Liverpool and the distance to the Champions League gets bigger, it feels like you're bottom of the table. But thank God we are not. So there are a lot of games to come when players come back. And for this weekend, not a lot of, maybe 2 come back, great. And now we have to fight this game. And then from there we go on. So then we play on Tuesday Wolves, then Chelsea, and I think then either another FA Cup, then Brighton again, or not. We'll see. And that's the situation. And I really think with all the stuff, and it's really not. Nobody has to think, oh my God, Klopp did a great job in the past. I couldn't care a little bit what we did in the past. But just think about what we did in the past together. I mean, everybody together. So all of us, supporters, everybody together, what we had. Then now it's tough. And I'm sorry for that. But we try to work on solution, believe me, really, believe me. And with all we have. And the whole season obviously is not a free-flowing one. We're just, wow, that's easy. It was not easy for 1 second in the whole season. But we always found a way back because we stuck together. And if you do that, and for internally, no problem at all. And I'm not in doubt a little bit about our supporters. But of course, the words I have now are not as fancy as they were when we were football games. We saw it's like this, if you have to explain a not so good situation. Life is like this, nobody wants to listen. It's like, come on, shut up and sort it. And now I spoke quite a lot about something nobody wants to hear anything about, but that's it.
It just sounded there, at the start, just to clarify, it sounded like you felt still last season that has clearly had an impact on this season.
Must have.
No.
Must have. So now, we can say that now. But there was no book written about it. There were no data about it. There's nothing about it. So, because nobody played this amount of games ever before. So maybe they played it, but not for other reasons. But we were in finals and all these kind of things. So we really were adrenaline here, high flying. We came on holiday with eyes like this. Still, oh, where's the next game? And then, oh, no game. So that's how it is. So this is, of course, it doesn't mean we don't want to be successful. Next time we can sort things with it. If it should, hopefully it happens again. With a different outcome, but hopefully it happens again. And then we know about it, and we could write a book about it, but this time, so far, it was not. But of course, there were things. So when we just the football, yes, in moments look different. I know, but I can promise you, it's not because the boys don't want or I don't want. It's 100% not the case. If that would be the case, we could sort that immediately. And we sorted it, by the way. It's not that now, how I said, we speak about it like we are bottom of the table. We are not. But we drew, the last game we played we drew a cup game against a team who did well. But we could, yes, and they scored a goal which was disallowed. I'm not sure for the right or wrong reasons. Is that clarified meanwhile? Was it? Nobody knows. But that's why we played the game again. So we had chances. We could have scored before, these kind of things. They had moments. But it's no doubt that we could have won this game. So, and we don't play on Tuesday. All the rest is the same. But we have a better feeling. We drew, as I said after the game. We didn't lose, but it feels like everybody looks at you and you realize that, oh my God, Liverpool, it's not exactly what you want. But we are not here just for the sensational moments and great finals. There are times where you have to get through as well, and then you learn from it, and you go again for everything. And that definitely will happen.
If no one else wants one, I'll because it's just reminded me like just 2 years ago.
Yeah, unfortunately. Sorry.
You stated with absolute conviction that day when we had all the problems. You will be back.
Yeah, of course.
And you still feel that.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. It's always the same. You have too many injuries for whatever reason. The players who are fit have to play all the time, which means they cannot always fly. We don't have exactly the opportunities to change, to rotate, stuff like this. Don't forget in last season how we could rotate between the cup competitions, and what the team we still had on the pitch was incredible. And these kind of things, we could have done this with the players we have this year as well, but we never could. So you play then too many games, and the players who are injured come back and usually need time, but we don't have time, so they play, and then that can happen again. So it's a circle, and the games are not waiting. It's now not, and for us and say, wait, you don't have your perfect squad together, so then play in 5 weeks. That's not the case. So we know that, and that's what you have to get through. For me, that's no problem. The thing is that every game for us is like we treat it, and it's like, I cannot. So we are in a situation where it's difficult to fulfill everything. I know results are the most important, but even if we win, it's like, but it was now not exactly like they used to play. So, and that's the situation we are in, no problem. I love being here, and I love being part of this Liverpool thing. And that means with all the stuff that a draw feels like a defeat, I love that, because that's how it has to be. But still, the next game is coming up, and we have to make sure that we are ready for that, and that's what we try.
Thank you, everyone.
Would love to say it was a pleasure. I was really.
See you.